Welcome to the final part and the final boss.
Oh, an angry emoji.
Yes, here to avenge the Emoji Movie from its ratings.
It's finally come to this.
For some reason, Trinity seems like a very generic name.
Squaring off.
I mean,
I don't know why. Like, for an evil AI?
Yes, sir, Professor.
I mean, because it's partially conceptual, and they love using that kind of stuff. But as you'll see, this is a reference to the Xel-Devil.
Oh, it is. Yeah, I can see that.
Difference being, well, many differences honestly, but Trinity has way too many Xels to actually damage her until she shakes some of them off while she attacks. So I actually like this boss concept, but there are a lot of things that I call incredibly unfair with it, as you'll soon see. This basic one is okay.
The entire part is gonna be a boss battle, just the boss battle only?
I mean, the
So
ending.
long. Right, oh yeah. Not I randomly remembered just before we started this. I watched a series of videos by Don. I can't pronounce his last name. Called World of Tomorrow, and I just randomly remembered that I recently watched part 3, which I assume is the finale. He seems to release his videos in threes. Apparently, I need to go back and watch It's Such a Beautiful Day, since everyone says that's greatly affected them and it's fantastic. But yeah, I loved World of Tomorrow. The thing what kind of stinks is that the third part, like the first two parts, the first part is about this girl who her future self talks to her, and then they go through memories together, and it's really about the past and looking humanity. Future humanity is obsessed with the past, and she's also obsessed with the past, and it comes together really nicely. And then the second one is also in the second one, a different future version from further in the future comes and says that she wants to copy. She can't become since she's a clone. She can't become a copy of the original character because the original character, I guess, spoilers for like 2 minutes, the original character dies because the world blows up. And so in the first book, she wanted to basically get a final memory before the world blows up. And then in the second one, this clone just wants to become a copy of the original character since the future one died.
Okay.
And I'm like, cool. So they're going through memories, and that's lovely. And then the third one is a time heist that decides to just recontextualize the first, and it's about it feels so different.
So basically, it's lost.
No, because there is some. I can see there's some emotion, like some emotional thing at the end, because in the end, it's like, and this is getting into too much explanation, so I'll just truncate it. A person, the person she's in love with in the first one, who also dies, they want to try and change the future so that they can stay together. But in the end, a clone of that person and a clone of the main character end up together. And I'm sure you're supposed to be thinking, so does that really count? Are they the same people? Are they different people? Does it matter? Maybe that's what it's trying to imply. So it isn't just nothing, and these weren't planned. These were just him having ideas. So I can't really say that I expected to end in a neat bow. But it's just so weird how the first two feel so tightly connected, and the third one is just like, oh, this is nice. It's like an epilogue.
Okay.
It's like it's like two videos and an epilogue. So yeah, I just randomly thought of that. They're fantastic. I would
Yeah, I
probably
was
say
about to say, so what does this have to do with anything?
nothing. I just remembered it, and I wanted to share it with you guys. And you should all watch it, guys. The best online animation. I'd probably say it's the best.
Oh yeah,
animation I've
let
seen
me
online.
get to that. Oh, what's this? Harry plus Goo. Let me go rewatch that for no adequately explained reason.
Are you talking about what I would say to you?
Well, you wouldn't say it, but you do it.
Why would I rewatch Harry plus Goo?
Don't you try and put this around the subtext. You know what I mean.
Oh, the fact that I keep rewatching things instead of watching things you want me to watch for you? I mean, these are 3 videos. They're not like shows. I will rewatch them a lot because they're amazing. But
Remember how long it took for you to even give Inferno Cop a chance?
I watched all of Inferno Cop, dude.
Yes, but it took you a long time to give it a chance.
I guess it was fine. I don't think that I didn't really say, man, I missed out on this. What's a show that The Good Place, Community. I waited years to watch Community, and I said, wow, this was good, and I missed out on it. But I'm glad I missed out on it because I think differently. I think my opinion on Community would be different if I watched it while it was out. And I value this perspective I have as someone watching it after it's all finished.
Okay.
But I do wish I watched I wish I watched Breaking Bad when it came out because that was just amazing. And luckily, it's kind of like Community Breaking Bad. While I started watching it, it just got a resurgence in popular media. So people started talking about the show while I was watching it, and so I did get to join in on conversations, just not quite as active as when the show just came out. But it was nice, and that show. Did I ever tell you about Breaking Bad? It's the one thing I'm saying that, yeah, everyone keeps saying it's awesome, it's the best show ever, perfect ending, and I'm thinking, will this live up to the hype? And it did.
Oh, this is where something terrible happens. I beat Trinity, but the game is not coded to have her to have her be actually beaten until she moves back to a neutral position.
Okay. That's very funny.
Yeah, so if you beat her at the beginning of an attack pattern, she will complete the entire attack pattern before the game registers her as beaten.
And in that time, she managed to kill you.
Yes.
Oh, and you're back at
it's
the
always
Xel-Devil section.
Mm-hmm. And it's also hard because unlike the other bosses, she doesn't phase out whenever you get close enough. At least it doesn't feel like she does. So you have to specifically try and use the dash while close to her, while not actually touching her, or else you take damage. While for the other mighty numbers, I am sure that their window was way more generous.
You just mentioned something that reminded me of 2 things. One, I wonder what's next for Capcom. Are they actually going to make Mega Man Legends 3, or is it going to be Mega Man 11, Mega Man 12?
I don't think Mega Man 12 right now is a good idea.
Yeah, so maybe Legends 3 then, because people did we ever find out what is that IP that Nintendo is working on? Is a cancelled game that came back and it's gonna be a Nintendo exclusive because they're funding it. Did we ever find out? Because
I
everyone was
remember
saying
that
Scalebound.
conversation, but I don't.
Yeah, everyone was saying Scalebound or Legends 3, and I think we still don't know.
Hmm.
And
Maybe
I'm very
it'll
curious
be
because
revealed on March 31st.
I like the March 31st memes. I'm curious about Nintendo 2021 because this is clearly not as bad a filler year as Wii U years, but this is definitely a filler year. Like their big winter game is Hyrule Warriors, which Zelda is one of their core franchises, but still very curious.
That being said,
I'm curious what's the Zelda game for next year. Because you know there's going to be a Zelda game every year now. But I don't think Breath of the Wild 2 is finished for next year. So
yeah, but I was saying I'm still wondering, just like the whole Metroid Prime 4 situation, how that's going.
oh, that's not next year either. That's 2022, and that's what makes me curious. Maybe Breath of the Wild is next year because I don't see Breath of the Wild coming out 2023. But I don't see Metroid coming up 2023 either. So maybe Breath of the Wild is next year, and then Metroid is the year after. Will Metroid be their winter game? I don't know if they have enough trust in Metroid to make it be their holiday title. So I guess we'll see. But yeah, I don't think either game is next year. But that makes me wonder what's going to be their Zelda title for next year.
Oracle
What's
of
going to be their holiday
Secrets.
title for next year? Huh?
Oracle of Secrets, boy.
No, okay, yeah. I'm expecting a new 2D Zelda. I've heard some people say no, 2D Zelda's done and this is remakes, which no.
No, what? Who said? What kind of idiot said that?
Yeah, for start, like, it would be a shame. Like, even they said this is not a limitation.
Yeah, see,
it's a
Trinity's
different way
dead,
of
but she's
making
still going.
games.
So that's why I used the health thing, just in case some bullcrap happened. And by the way, her coming up back there to die is also a hitbox.
Yeah, I was about to say she looks like she'd moved.
Yeah.
So that's weird.
So that is incredibly unfair. You can die to that, and that's just like, okay, people, that's just why. Why did anyone? I just think this is a programming issue rather than a gameplay thing. Honestly, that they just didn't code in the invincibility properly.
Right.
Because even other games where you still technically take damage, it doesn't kill you when that happens.
Oh, this is how the robot originally looks, like Frieza.
I did it.
Okay, I mean,
You did it,
sure,
Trinity. We
you did.
Can you not see Frieza?
Look, I'm not saying I wasn't seeing Frieza, but I was going to start talking about the whole. Remember the whole call contest thing, and how they partially used what was it? No, entry F in Trinity's design instead. I see that.
Who's the entry? Oh,
The one with the
I guess I
Dr.
don't
Wily
remember that.
hair. That was but just like that sort of resembles a little bit of it, but just now it's up instead of flowing down.
Might have to go and check that out. Oh wow. Look at this scene, like, what's a crazy cast of characters. Can't wait to see what they do next.
Yep. Oh, there he goes. Yeah. That's the Wily hair thing.
Oh, that looks completely different from what we see in game.
Well, that's her being fully restored, and now robots are back to fighting for our amusement.
This reminds me of season 1 of Avatar, of Korra.
Ah, yes, that little mess. Well, that little. It's honestly just I keep looking back at that show, just like knowing what I do now, just like this seems even stupider.
Yeah, I hear seasons 3 and 4 are good. I hear 3 is like like as good as Avatar, and 4 is good. Except for, I guess, the end. I don't know. Like, I hear people say season 4 is good, but I also hear people say the Platinum Robot is really stupid.
The Platinum Robot
So
is
I
the
don't-
stupidest thing I've ever
So,
seen.
so I'm not sure what people think of season 4, but I get, like, I know people mostly like season 1. Season 1 is okay, season 2 is garbage, 3 is fantastic, and 4 is okay. That's what I hear. But I've only seen season 1, early season 2, and original Avatar.
Yeah, that's pretty. Wait. Say what you said again.
Season 1, early season 2, and original Avatar episodes.
No. About which one was good or garbage or whatever.
Okay, season 1, garbage, season 2, fantastic, season 3, and then fine, season 4.
Yeah, that's pretty much correct.
Yeah, I think I saw some of whatever season has them getting the new air nomads. I saw like 1 or 2 episodes of that.
Yeah, season. I really enjoyed season 3. Why don't you have a? Oh wait, hold on. Let me just think about this. Let me see the next screen, in case. Yeah, just like what is wrong with me? I don't need to show that there's a skip all button. Did I think it'd be funny? I don't see how this could be funny. Or maybe I thought the right thing was cancel by nature, but it's.
Oh, I saw. Yeah, I assumed it was cancelled. I maybe you wanted to give us more time to talk.
I don't think I do that artificially in this case for credits.
My new synthetic.
Man, he looks
So,
so
I don't
passionate about what he's
understand.
saying. So passionate.
So they didn't have hearts before, and
Well, no,
giving them hearts.
he's saying that his idea of giving robots like hearts, technically their own attempts at their own free will, is just like a great idea, and will go for robot evolution. And
But what does this organ, like this physical heart, have to do with something mental like free will?
no, I think it's partially just like it's symbolic. I think, but but the actual program is there.
Okay. And so clearly this all failed because then Mighty Gunvolt burst hands and they're all evil again.
It just like I find it its own kind of funny.
And hey, Gunvolt doesn't have the assimilate. He's just blowing them up.
Yeah, that's what he does. Well, actually,
So does Galgun and all the 20 other characters in this game.
to be fair, even though I haven't played Gunvolt because the PC, for some reason, my PC version is glitched. I really hate that. I believe he incapacitates because he fights. I know he fights people, synthetics like cyborgs, but I forget if the enemies he fights in the stages are fully robotic.